Hi, Dan Lyle here, the owner and founder of LylePublishing.com. And I'd like to briefly tell you about excellent, unique tools that I've developed that can help you with the big problem of sluggish organizations by unleashing the potential of your organization's members. Now, either you've been there now or you have been there in the past, stuck in or with an organization that in the fast-paced modern-day world is barely moving at all. This is what I call a sluggish organization. It may be where you go to school, where you work, a volunteer group, or even a religious organization. Now, these types of sluggish groups are likely to be failing schools, faltering businesses, unhelpful government agencies, fading volunteer efforts, and shrinking, dwindling, and dying congregations. These are not fun places to be. These are places where if you have a good idea for really helping out the organization to be better, you're just as likely to be sent to the principal, fired, demoted, kicked out, or frowned upon for being a so-called troublemaker. So, what do? You learn to keep your mouth shut and just do the minimum to get by. This is not very productive, either for you or for the organization. Now, it's very easy to point fingers and place blame. However, I suggest that the best thing to do is to cast a wider net for good ways, techniques, and methods that go beyond your present knowledge for energizing your organization. Ways, of course, that really do work, not just stir up things and make things worse. And ways that you can validate, okay, that they really do work by careful experimentation and data before implementing them as wide as you have the opportunity and authority to do so. In other words, not dwelling on the past, but finding good ways to put the organization into gear and start to move smartly forwards. And what is the number one gear that needs to be engaged? Well, quite simply, it is leadership. Leadership putting into place effective mechanisms for allowing the individuals in the organization to fully contribute their talents to meeting the aim of the organization. That's the number one thing that needs to be done. Because after all, what is your greatest resource? Is it not the potential of the members of your organization? So now, how do you do this? How do you fully mobilize the potential of your organization's members? Well, I like to briefly mention the take-home messages from 11 powerful and unique tools that I've developed here at LylePublishing.com. First of all, from a religious standpoint, and that also applies to every other type of organization, I'd like to mention the main points from a series of 10 books that I wrote called the Jesus Lectures. And they are fictional talks that are closely based on New Testament scriptures of what I think Jesus would say to his modern-day followers if he were to come back for a short inspection of how they're doing. Okay, here's the main idea. Merge your workplace with your heart by doing 4 things. Merge your workplace with your heart by doing 4 things. Number 1, embracing continual improvement. Number 2, rising above your animal instincts. Number 3, making work a continuing love affair rather than just a duty. And number 4, operationally defining love as what? As 3 things. Operationally defining love as, number 1, coveting synergism. Number 2, prizing godly creativity. And number 3, continually learning. How? By regularly reevaluating one's aim, methods, and results, such that in this very practical and effective manner, you can empower divine creativity inside the facilitating bounds of RURBA, R-U-R-B-A-H, RURBA. Now what is that? That's the main 5 key godly principles. All right. Now the details to doing this, practical, effective methodology, enabling methodology, are contained in my book, In Search of Quality, Principles, and Mechanisms. It has many excellent strategies, techniques, specific methods, and clever tricks for helping your people or co-workers to fully contribute their talents to the success of your organization. Be it a religious group, a volunteer group, a school, a government agency, your business that you work at, or whatever. So if you have some interest in what I'm telling you, then I invite you to take a quick look at my other short videos that I've made that take you on very brief tours through the contents of each of the books that I've mentioned. And you can see what's inside. And links to those short videos are located right above the pictures of the book covers that are at my home webpage at lylepublishing.com. And then, if you're interested in knowing the details, you can purchase the books if you wish for a mere $10 each and have them pop right up in your computer for your immediate use. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, either now or in the future, you're welcome to directly email me at danlyle@lylepublishing.com. I look forward to hearing from you if you wish, and I thank you for viewing my Unleashing the Potential of Your Organization's Members video.